of the Israel-Christian Nexus. And I guess I take this opportunity now to thank, on behalf of all of us, to express appreciation to Dina for all her time and energy in arranging tonight's event together with Patricia Johnson.
Hello. On the day of Shimon's Levaya, the day of his funeral, we spent a few words talking about the idea that God on that day had confirmed for us what we already knew, which was Shimon was a tzaddik, a righteous man. And we knew that because he had passed on Shavuot the same day as King David, and we spoke about the fact that that was his day because he was a defender of our Torah for both the Jewish and the Christian people. Beyond that, it's important to note that he was really more than just a tzaddik. Because what a tzaddik notes is that he's a tzaddik, a righteous man who serves our people. That's normally what we think a tzaddik is. But he accomplished more than that. Shimon accomplished the commandment of being a light unto the other nations, or lagoyim. How do I know this? There was a story in high school I remember hearing of a Rebbe who was visiting a cemetery. And when he was leaving, he encountered a soul. A soul had confronted him. Well, the Rebbe was taken back. You don't normally encounter souls. The soul had stopped him because the soul was stuck. And he told this Rebbe that you have to find my son and you have to teach him how to praise God. If anyone ever wondered why we say Kaddish when a person passes, if you read the verses, you understand that it says nothing about the person who passed. It only talks about a praise of God. And that's where that comes from, because our life's mission is to teach our children how to praise God. And if we haven't done that, then we didn't accomplish our mission. So his job was to teach his son, and he asked this Rebbe to please find his son, because with that, he would unlock his bondage that he had to this world. And with that, he can elevate. He would have accomplished his task. A shloshim is a very, very important service. Each of these services come to accomplish a very, very specific thing. It has to do with helping the soul of a man reach God. It has to do with departing from this world. How do I know that Shimon was a or lagoyim, a light unto the other nations? See, Patricia was kind enough to put my name in the program as the person who organized the event. That's not actually true. Patricia Johnson was the person that organized this event. I was just one person that she called upon to take care of a couple details, but it was Patricia who called me up and said, we have to do a shloshim for Shimon, where, etc., etc. Patricia is a devout Christian woman. Patricia took from that spark, from that light that Shimon had passed, and God rewarded him for being a light unto the other nations, such that she came forward to make sure that his soul was lifted, that he got an aliyah, that he had this evening to release his soul up to God. That was the reward of Shimon being a light unto the other nations, that it was a woman that he had touched, that was a Christian woman, who arranged this evening tonight. Patricia assembled here tonight some of the most remarkable people. And for those of you who may not really understand the depth of the people who have been here tonight, we have Pastor Jack Hayford. Pastor Jack Hayford is a leader amongst leaders. We were awed by the fact that he would come tonight and honor us. Pastor Jack Hayford presides over the university, the King's University. It's like a seminary that teaches Bible and leadership to young Christian leaders. He presides over millions of Christians. Shimon, through people like Jack Hayford, who have come to honor him, has reached so much far beyond just the small people that we are. We have Pastor Jim Toll. If we didn't capture enough from Jack Hayford, which would have been enough, it would have been Dayenu. But now that we've also captured the American and the Latin communities, also reaching millions of Christians, we thank you, and the Consul General, of course. We thank you all for attending, and really all of you for attending and honoring Shimon. It doesn't stop there. We have salutes to Shimon coming from around the world. Shimon, you deserve this. You have been a light, and tonight, this Shloshim honors you because of your work. May your soul be elevated.